Hi everybody, this is Dan at More Old Stuff. Been a while since I've done a video, but had a cool thing for the collection today I wanted to show everybody. And give a shout out to Drew, California Picker, over at his channel, CaliforniaPickin. And I'll put a link in here because he just found a French clock recently and did a video on it, which was a really cool clock that he found. And I just found this today, so I thought of him, say, "Hey, look at my French clock." So this is really cool. This is a French clock. I don't have the exact manufacturer yet, and I'm still looking into it. So basically, there's two pieces here, or three in a way. There's the clock and the movement part down here. This is all marble. The base is all marble. This thing weighs about 20 pounds. It's really heavy. This is all cast bronze down here in the legs. Then there's a bronze statue on the top. And the closest reference to this is this man, and this is a French name. I am not even going to attempt to Rousseau is the artist for this bronze, and I believe this one is either there's a similar one of a boy carrying a sickle. He calls the Reaper, and I think this might be the same one. If not, it's related. I found multiple clocks, similar base, similar. This is a porcelain face, by the way. This is actually a porcelain face. It's really good shape, no cracks on it. However, normally the town that it was made in was printed right here, and it's been wore off, and that's typical of clock faces, mainly because people will set the clock. You set the clock by rolling your finger, and your finger touches the face, and after years and years of doing this all the time, rubbing that, you rub the lettering off the face of it, and the paint gets wore off. But anyhow, so I found this at an estate sale today. It was half price. I was a little reluctant because I didn't know the condition. I kind of tipped it over, turned it around, looked up into there. This is, by the way, this is not a crack. This is a design in the marble. These right here. So there's no cracks in any of this. The pendulum swings below. I'm going to move it real quick so that you can see it. So you can see it hanging down there. There's a pendulum that goes. And I'll flip it over here in a second if I can do it one-handed so I don't drop everything, and show you the internal workings on it. Everything is here except a key, which is no problem. It accepts a standard like number 6 key, which is easy to, which I have a pile of them. And I'm going to try to move this thing. It's very, very heavy. I don't drop it. There we go. Here's the back. Oh, by the way, it is a bell ring. So you kind of heard the bell here. Let me see if I can find make it ring for you. There's the bell. And let me bring it up a little to the hour. So that's the movement. And it needs to be, right now, what I can tell, it's out of beat. So this is what happens when people move clocks with pendulums. If they don't take the pendulum off the clock before they move it, there's a spring. It's a really thin piece of metal that it's at the top of the pendulum that'll get twisted. It'll get bent over to one side, and when it does that, now the pendulum thinks it has to swing over on the far side and not straight up and down. Oh, sorry, by the way, that's my one of my projects that's actually working. So it bends a little bit, and then it puts it out of beat. So the clock thinks it needs to be tipped up high on this side or tipped up high on that side, but you have to get in there and bend it back to get it right. Sometimes it takes a little while. But I'm going to remove the movement out of here, and I'm going to check it out. I'm going to oil it down. I'm going to actually look for some markings. The only markings I can see from the outside is there's like a serial number in there. I think that's a 5. Or is that a 3? Yeah, I think it's a 5. Maybe it's a 3. 3042. And I'm going to see if there's any markings up between the face and the other side of the movement. But here's the back side of it. It's still a little dusty. I've been sitting here with a brush. I'm not going to, polish, or I'm not touching the patina on this. This is how it's got to stay. It's just basically I'm taking the dust off of it, and that is it. I'm not gonna put any cleaner on it. I'm not gonna. Even the marble. I'm not gonna do anything. I might take a little wet, damp rag and just go over and in the creases of the marble where the pieces of marble have come together here. Looks like there was some tape or a piece of paper or something stuck on the back of here. So, I'm just going to do that. Other than that, I'm not touching anything as far as the patina or anything on this. So, dated, this is dated about 1860 to 1890. I found similar bases that were estimated in about that range, that date range, 1860, 1890. There was a 1900 that the base was a little different and had a different bronze, but it was the same guy. So basically, this is the maker of the artist for the bronze, maker of the bronze, who then had it put, or the clockmaker purchased it or made a deal with the artist, and then the clockmaker made the base and the works and put it together as a set. So the face, on the face, it had the city or the name of the family that made the clock, and but it's kind of wore down. So anyhow, it's like I said, it weighs about 20 pounds. It stands, looks to be about 1.5 feet tall, and this is going to go into my collection. So. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to start working on it now, get it cleaned up, and get it running and set it on my mantle. All right, you guys have fun picking, and just wanted to show you something here that I found today and be added to my collection.